connected usually. When we are observing something, we are not really observing with eyes, but really we are observing it, that is analyzing this with our souls. Our souls are just like animal souls, but animals also possess souls, but the souls of the animals are they have no reason. We have reason. Okay. Okay. Now Marcus Tullius Cicero was thinking about the immortality of soul and so on, and his audience, the person he was talking to in this disputation, the first disputation, was delighted that he is so in favor of the thesis about the immortality of the soul, but he says, no, you must be skeptical of everything. You are too eager to accept it. Says so. He's all for scientific skepticism, although he prefers to think that there is something like an immortal soul. But you have to be skeptical about everything, and indeed, and Tullius Cicero was indeed skeptical. Okay. Is the death the absolute end of everything? If it were, maybe there were no heroes who would like to die pro patria, says Cicero. Okay. Okay. The second Tusculan disputation is about the ability of philosophy to heal the soul. Then he will restart this idea about the philosophy as some sort of a medicament against the illness of soul later, but it's already signalized here. He is trying to undermine the thesis that the pain is the ultimate evil. The ultimate evil is in and Cicero is mocking Epicurus for, although he's not totally mocking Epicurus. In those days, the people who were professing the thought of Epicure and living according to it were usually depicted and described as like Epicurei de Grege Porci, and the pigs of the Epicurus group or something like this, and they were often mocked and so on, because they were just organizing orgies and all those things, and drinking boats and so on. So they were mocked very usually and very often not taken seriously. But Cicero is not like throwing out all the thought of Epicurus altogether, but he is thinking that there are many very worthy and good elements in Epicurus' thought. But nevertheless, he thinks that the idea that the pain is the absolute evil is worth of women, and Epicure is professing it, the thought that it is worth of women, like suitable for women, which is I don't think it's a positive remark about women. But we must remember that in those days women were not so highly educated, and we shouldn't. He was just referring to the state of things, I guess. Okay. So he's thinking that poetry maybe makes our souls weaker, because poetry is going on and on about the weaknesses and the pain of the great men. And philosophy can be something like a remedy for it. We shouldn't confuse pain and pains. We would say in English it's hard to like taking pains and being and checking one's physical limits, for instance, and psychical limits also. It's not the same as pain in itself. So he's mocking the Greeks that they had no distinction between those things. So if you are trying to make your